Hello and welcome to an Inquisitive Crafter. I think this is episode 23. My name is Susie, and this is my space where I share my crochet and knitting adventures. I am sadly back in school. I'm an orchestra teacher for middle school in the Dallas area, and have been in school for the past 3 weeks, I think, and school's going well. Everything's going as it should. Always the challenges, but it's good. But I say sadly because I mostly want to just sit at home and craft instead of work. I am drinking coffee. It's 8:30 in the morning. I've been up for a couple hours. But this is only cup number 2. I only drink coffee in the mornings generally, so it should be okay. All right, I need to quit fussing with things. All right, so let's dive right in. It's been a couple of weeks since I last, maybe 3 weeks since I last hung out with you guys. It's just been a busy, getting back to school has been busy. What I have finished, I don't have any of these things to show you because they're all off in college with my daughter. I have finished the toy hammock. The toy hammock, I'm looking at my iPad and my notes down here. The toy hammock is a crochet project by Crystal Benoit. Oh, sorry, there goes my clock. You would think I'd learn to time these better, but not all the clocks are set to the correct hour. Like that was I don't know what that was. Maybe the half hour? It's not supposed to have a half hour chime. Anyway, I started this on August 4th, finished it August 11th. I used a Lion Brand mandala yarn in the colorway Groot. And I made this for my daughter so she could, she went off to college this year for the first time, and this was so she could put her stuffies in a hammock. Has she gotten to use it yet? No, because there's a bunk bed on top of her bed, because they anticipated having 3 people in that room, but they only have 2, so they'll be removing the bunk beds part soon, and she can fix that up. It was a fun, easy project. I've had that yarn for years. It was really good to use it up. So that was project number 1. Project number 2 was also for my daughter. It's the Sawtooth Afghan by Burnett Studio Design. Oh, Design Studio, Burnett Design Studio. And I made this out of, I said to somebody what I made this colorway out of. I think it's out of the colorway, and I'll put pictures up of these because they're already at college. Well, my daughter came home for the weekend, Labor Day weekend in the United States, so she's here, but she's asleep. So I can't show her blanket. She'd bring it home. She said it got lots of, like all her friends really like it, and it's very warm. I was sad to give it to her because I loved working on it because I just stretch it over my legs. And I think I've posted about this before in past episodes. But I started this June 28th, and I completed it August 22nd. I was working on this right up to the last minute. I finished this like weaving in the ends at dinner at a restaurant in the town where she's going to school. My parents thought that was hysterical. My parents went, my husband went, of course, and my parents thought it was hysterical, and I don't think Sarah minded that I was crocheting at the table or sewing at the table, but it was just kind of funny. I was looking behind me. I thought there's a lizard behind me, but it's not. It's a leaf. Outside, not inside. Don't worry. Anything else to tell about this? I made it like throw sized. So it goes from feet to chest, I guess, if you're laying down. But I made it out of the colorways. I think it was lilac, soft lilac. I don't remember the purple color, but then the pink was a pretty girl. And I've made several of those project blankets before, and those are easy, and they always look really good, and you don't have to put an edging on them. So I have another one started for one of my sons. You may hear him in the background. He's streaming. And then I have another one. I picked out colors and tried to start it for my oldest son, and I hate the colors. His favorite color is green, and he likes orange. The orange is fine. The green is like army camo, kind of. It looks like a deer blind. Is that what they're called? A hunting blind. And I don't like it. I don't know. I need to rip that out and start over again. Anyway, so that was that project. I was very happy to get that off the hook. So those are both crochet projects. I haven't finished anything else. I am currently working on a mother bear. Mother bear, oh my gosh, do I even have this project? Is a non-profit. I don't even have this in my... I don't have this on my project pages. Mother bear. Okay. Mother bear is a group I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. The pattern is by Amy Berman, and they send bears, stuffed bears, off to, I guess, only Africa, but to orphanages or schools where orphanages where kids have been impacted by AIDS. Maybe they lost their parents to the AIDS virus, and maybe they give them for other reasons, so I'm probably not doing them justice at all. But I've completed 2 feet, the green, and then a little bit of one leg, and my plan is, here it is. My plan is to finish this, and it's going to be the Sarah bear after my daughter, and I already have a Mark bear and a Michael bear, which I have never sent off, even though I completed them years ago. It's horrible. Let me see if it says, it's from the Mother Bear Project, and it's a really great project. You have to purchase the pattern from them. They have crochet patterns and knitting patterns. They have patterns in the round or worked like flat and that you seam up. They have a 12-inch from head to paw limit because it's expensive to ship. So they're trying to shove as many bears in the box as they can. You send $5. Let me see. You send $5 for the pattern, and you indicate what you want. And then when you donate the bears, I believe you give $3, or maybe it's raised up to $5 now per bear, and that helps with the shipping costs. So I think it's a really worthy cause. They take pictures of all the kids with the bears, and then you can scroll and look to see who has your bear. It may take months, a long time, but I've been told that if you make a lot of bears, like some people, have made 200 or 300 bears, if you make a lot of bears, then it's really easy to, you'll see some that you've made. Anyway, I thought it was a great project, and I really wanted to send some off to represent my kids. Although, I'm sad. It's taken me so long to mail them. Okay. And then I am working on Gnatty the Unexpected. Is that her name? Once again, I'm not working from program notes, so shame on me, but I really wanted to get this out. Gnatty the Unexpected Gnome by Schira. I started this August 6th. I have completed, it's a mystery gnome, and you get a clue a week, and we just got the 4th clue, the last clue. And so if you haven't been following along on this clue, on these clues, not mine, but because I haven't shown any of them, but if you don't want to see what it's going to look like, I mean, you won't get too much of a clue because I'm not finished, but here it is. I used, this is Yarnable yarn. I cannot remember the colorway. And this is Leading Men Fiber Arts. And I've had this for a long time and I wanted to use it and I thought it paired up beautifully with this. These colors are also in my Stephen West sock along, mystery sock along, that I'm still only on clue 1 and that sock along is over. But I like the colors, the way they go together. Greens of all shades, and I don't know how else to say green, but all the greens are my favorite, and neons especially. And then I think this is called Showstopper. Oh, excuse me, my stomach's growling. And then I think this is Straighten Your Crown, but I'm not sure. But I just like that there's little pops of green in there. So finished the body, stuffed it, working on all the extra parts and trying to get that done this weekend so that I'm ready for her next knit along. So she has another knit along coming up called Someone to Write Gnome About. And this one starts, oh, I didn't put anything about that. It starts September 3rd, I believe. And yeah, the first clue comes out September 3rd. The last clue comes out September 20th. And then you have until October 13th to enter for prizes. So you enter for prizes. And I've purchased the yarn. Oh, I don't have my yarn. I'll have to show that a little bit later. I purchased the yarn for it in a kit by somebody. I'll tell that in a minute. And I'm real excited. I love the knit-alongs, and this one's going to be like mini striping, like my last gnome, the last gnome that I did, the knit-along. What was that one called? I'm sorry, I'm so scattered. Ooh, I want to do a podcast. Oh, I'm not prepared. What? Well, the last gnome I did had a kit, and it was mini stripes, and you've seen it before because it's been on this podcast, and I enjoyed that, so I bought the yarn. I bought the yarn for this, and it's very fall colors, different than my first one that had the mini stripes, so I'm excited about it. I love these patterns, and I'm not an accomplished knitter, but these little chunks of knitting, her tutorials are so good. It just makes you feel good, and it's a gnome. You can't screw up a gnome. I mean, if you make mistakes, leave them in. I mean, I do all the time. So anyway, okay, so I'm working on that. And I'm getting ready for Pigskin Party from Boston Jen of Downseller Studio podcast. And I'm excited about that. That runs the length of football season in the United States. Football being football, not football. I am not a football fan at all, but my husband is. And so he helps me. He watches a lot of football, and then I have something to do while he's watching football, which I really like. The only thing I want to say, Sarah Schira, you don't watch this, but if you did, I would like to say, I wish you had started, I mean, I'm one person in the ocean, a drop of water in the vast sea, so who cares what I think? But I'm not starting my gnome until the 5th, because that's when Pigskin Party starts. And you participated in some of Boston Jen's activities, so I wish you just scooted it to September 5th so I wouldn't have FOMO, fear of missing out, while everybody else is starting their projects on September 3rd. Did I think about cheating and starting early and calling it swatching? Because swatching is allowed before Pigskin Party starts? Yes, I did. Will I need to go to confession for that? Probably so. But I haven't done anything, but I really thought about it. But I can hold, and truthfully, I mean, I'm busy and tired, so who knows what's going to happen. But I just thought that was really, that's a bummer. I'm all excited. I have a bag, though, of things that I am waiting to start for Pigskin Party. And now I don't remember what any of them are, so let's talk about them. Okay. Oh, yes. Is this it? Ah, here's my yarn. My yarn for my someone to write Gnome about. So it's Mustache Yarn Kit, and my colorways that they gave me are Komorebi. I'm not saying that right. Look at that. I love all things rainbow also. Muted rainbow, fall rainbow. That's what I think this is, a fall rainbow. And then oak moss. And then a natural. So I've got them all in my Adorn It Gnome bag from Splash Pad Party 2021. So I'm almost ready to go. I don't have anything in there to knit with it. I haven't put the needles in, I think because they're on my other gnome, which is in my Christmas gnome bag. My Unexpected Gnome is also in an Adorn It bag that is Christmas, and it's chock full of all the gnome goodies I've gotten from the winter gnome alongs that Shira does, and I always get the extras because I'm extra. So that's project number 1 that I'm waiting to start. Project number 2 I'm waiting to start. What is this? Oh, okay, the Thataway Crochet Shawl by Carissa Browning. So DFW Fiberfest is in September. I am going. I'm taking classes. This will be my 3rd or 4th DFW Fiberfest. I cannot remember, and I'm super excited. Maybe my 5th. And my bestie who moved away, she was my teaching bestie and my bestie, and she moved away to a different school district in a different city, and is going through a really hard time right now. So offer up good thoughts for her. But she is going, so I'm gonna get to see her, so I'm really excited. We're gonna go together, and I am making the shawl, the Thataway cowl or shawl that is the project for that year, the knit along for that year, or crochet along. They have a This Away shawl, which is the knitting version, and then the Thataway. Am I going to get finished? I really don't think so, because it's fingering weight yarn, and it is August 31st. There's my clocks, and I'm not done or started. I haven't started. So okay, I'm going to see if I can talk over the clock, see what happens. So here are my colorways. I am using Optimism by Gnatty Sock, N-O-T-I. This is a sock yarn that I got. I got 4, these are both part of the 4 colorways to make something with. I had no clue, and I was just so excited to be, I don't know if this was at Stitches Texas, which doesn't exist anymore, or if this was DFW Fiberfest. But this was one of my first festivals I went to, and I've not done anything with the yarn except tangle it. So these skeins are tangle free, and I'm excited to put them in a project, and I hope I finish. That'd be really cool to walk around wearing it, although this is Texas, and last year I did the, what was it, a cowl? I think I did a cowl for the knit along, and it was too hot to wear. Like, I was struggling, but that's okay. All right, I am also waiting. All these are my waiting for Pigskin Party to start projects. Oh no, this is a current project I need to finish. This is the, I do not remember. Oh, my stomach, do you hear that? That's awful. It's just going. Ah, is this the Summer Fruits? This is the Summer Fruits tank top. Yeah. That I was supposed to make for my daughter last year, and I'm still working on it. And this is with The pattern is by Carrie M. Chambers. And this yarn is Universal Yarn Bamboo Pop in the colorway Bright Spot. I got this at Yarnivore in San Antonio, Texas. Ooh, I took really good notes. And I started this in June 11th, 2023. So this is all I've done, and it's crochet. And I like it. I like it. It'll be a good way to get rid of the yarn. I'm hoping the spot placement is, well, we'll just see what happens. I really liked the ribbing because it did make spots. This part is just making weird little lines. I don't like that so much, but I feel like I have 2 skeins of this, so I want to use them. My husband went to, I was at a music convention in San Antonio in 2022, an orchestra teacher convention, and he went also, but he didn't go to the convention, but he went to the yarn store and he bought, he knows I like DK and sport weight yarn. He bought 2 skeins of every DK they had at Yarnivore in San Antonio, which was so romantically sweet. So sweet. But those are the 2 skeins for that. And then the last thing I have in my bag is actually a project that I started, but I can do another one or rip this out. Oh, it won't count for a pigskin party, but it will count for the knitting and football contest, NFL Pick'em contest, hosted by SoCal Knit Girl in Knitters Brewing Company. Knitters Brewing Company? Knitting Brewing Company. Let me look. Say that right. Knitters Brewing Company Sockaholics group that I'm in on Ravelry. And it's in my Gnome Home bag, which I think was by the Loopy Youths as part of the gifties that we got when we were doing the Gnome along last year, the year before. Don't remember. But it's basically just a bunch of cotton yarn, and I'm going to make a dishcloth because that's how you enter the NFL Pick'em contest, is you commit to knitting a dishcloth. And I think it's still open for joining. And then it'll close when the first game starts, maybe. But I like it, I like it, I like it. I've done it several years, and it's fun and low-key. I mean, you just knit a dishcloth and commit to sending it as a part of a prize package whenever it's your turn to host the week. And SoCal Knit Girl, Wendy, she is super clever at coming up with where we are staying during this retreat, this football length retreat. And it's just fun. It's just fun. I'm mostly just a lurker. I just kind of stalk. I don't actively participate all the time. It just depends on how much time I have. Okay. I'm going to insert my Yarnable that I got for September, for August, because it's not September yet. I will show that because surely everyone's seen it by now, but I want you to see it because I think it's beautiful, and the things I got. And then I hope you guys have a great couple weeks and are doing well. Keep being inquisitive with your crafting, keep trying new things, and I'll see you next time.